you're in competition with some heavy hitters at the time, trying to land that gig with Ozzy. What was it that you felt made it stand out for you?
I think it was because I could do the way I could, do dishes, laundry, and the way if he wanted a tuck or a no tuck when I was doing the linens and when I make a bed. He was just like, you know what? Yeah, he said sometimes when they do the tuck and it's too tight, it's bad on my feet. So it's bad on my footsies. The way Zakk tucks it in, I can move the sheets and I'm not like stuck in there. So
that's pretty rad.
I think it's like the Seinfeld. That's what got me over. Because let's be real, it's not the playing. So
well, that's definitely not the truth there. So I know it's mostly the playing, of course. That's why I ask. But there's a lot of other good players. You know that we've been traveling musicians for a while. You run into a lot of great players. So you got to have something that stands out, right?
Yeah, and I think it was also my chicken piccata. I didn't go. I don't use salt. I use capers, and I think that's what a lot of guys if they use too much salt, it overpowers the chicken. That's why I go with the capers.
It's so smart of you not to overpower the chicken.
But it also adds.
So smart of you not to overpower the chicken, man. I never would have thought of that. That's
what I'm saying.
Genius.
You don't want the condiments or whatever you're adding to the dish to overpower the flavor.
Right.
It's like putting too much Tabasco in something. You want the Tabasco to just add a little bit of zing, just not to overpower.
That's was there hazing? That makes it. You make it. I understand the analogies here, but was there any hazing there too? Then.
Well, no. I mean, the funny thing is coming. Like with the because I'm joining a bunch of older guys, and they're taking me in under their wing. So, but no, it was definitely cool. There wasn't any hazing or anything like that. It was just like they took me in as, I guess, like as like a little brother. You know what I mean? So they didn't want to beat up on me too much. So I mean, but no, it was just. I mean, I always say it was like a miracle any work ever got done between all the drinking and the comedy and Ozzy just taking the piss out of himself 25-8. I mean, it was just like, all you have to do is hang out with him for like 5-10 minutes. You'd be on the floor crying, laughing. You know what I mean? Just him taking a piss out of himself. I mean, it's just like, he was even like with Spinal Tap, he was like, Zakk, I remember going to that movie for the first time. I thought it was a documentary on Black Sabbath. He goes, because he said basically everything that had happened in that movie was like something that had happened to Black Sabbath. I was like, wow, that's hilarious, man. But no, Ozzy, he's the best. And I mean, all the guys, when I was there with John Sinclair, Phil Soussan, and Randy Castillo when we started working on the record. And then, when Bob Daisley came in and then playing with Geezer, I mean, all the guys are great, man. So, and being 19, 20 years old coming into that and then doing the tours when I'm like 21, 22 years old. It was amazing.
Dude,
It completely, it absolutely exceeded even my wildest dreams. So yeah, like when your dreams actually outdo reality, it's pretty amazing.